Hello Leo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I'm providing. Remember that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is a 10 of Swords. We're going to put the 10 of Swords into some context with our Dove and Serpent spread. All right. And as I do this, I want to also say that if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments. So finishing up here, we've got a lot of air already, got a lot of court cards, and we've got some air energy here that might be a challenge. We're going to do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, and for that we're going to use the Antique Anatomy Tarot Deck. I love the imagery here, so that will be very nice at the end of the reading, and we'll see how that ties everything together and gives us our confirmation. So, 10. There is a relationship that you're in that honestly I think is kind of, well, I was going to just be really blunt and just come out with it, and then I kind of stopped myself. I think this is a realization that your efforts here are being wasted, okay? I feel like you're in some kind of a situation now where you're trying to communicate with somebody and it's just not working. And I think you are in that mode right now where you're just kind of done trying, right? It's just, there's nothing that you can do, nothing you can say. I don't know if there was some kind of a deception, some kind of infidelity, but I feel like you're kind of mad, to be honest, okay? And I think that you have just about cut ties with someone, and you're really not happy about it, okay? They could be, we're seeing a lot of this earth energy. They could be an earth sign person, okay? Got a lot of earth over here, and even earth here in the immediate future. But on the path of the serpent here, or path of the dove, the path of the serpent has all this earth energy. So I think that there really is, I think it's an earth sign person, really, to be honest with you. Now, the only major arcana card we see is this Chariot card. I think you're really ready to hit the road, you know? And I'm sorry that you're going through what seems here like a very challenging situation. I feel like you've tried everything that you could to fix this, to save this, to make it work. But with this 10 of Swords, everything that you've been trying has just not worked. Okay? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You have done everything that you could. And at least you could walk away from this knowing that you tried your very best to make it happen. You know, seeing all this earth energy, it could be, I think it's an earth sign person, right? But it almost feels to me like it's a group of people, because we see so many of these earth court cards here. I wonder if it's a larger group of people, or if it's one particular person, but you're cutting ties with that person is also cutting ties with a larger group. You know what I mean? It could be that you're losing this person, but you're losing their friends too, or the family, or maybe it's a work thing too. It could be. But I feel like you've tried everything to really make this happen, and you know in your heart that it's really time for your own well-being, right? Your own health and mental health and emotional health. You've got to get going, right? I think that you've tried to do everything to the best of your ability. You've tried to do everything kind of by the book, right? You've done everything that you could pretty much think of to make this work, and it's just not happening. It's just not. It wasn't meant to be, perhaps, right? The recent past 9 of Wands, I think the two of you started out with a shared purpose. I think it felt like, at the beginning, it felt like the two of you really had the same goals and objectives, the same like purpose in life, the same ideals maybe. It really feels like the two of you were on the same page, you know. You both maybe were pursuing the same things in life, right? You were on a similar path. But what I think happened perhaps is that one of your paths has changed course a bit. So it's not that there's really, there could be some deception, some untruths going on because we see this air energy down here. But it could be because there's been these irreconcilable differences. The paths are just diverging, okay? And with this divergence could have come some of this, like, not really being truthful, not sharing, not being honest about the fact that our paths are diverging. So I feel like in the past you were very much connected about the same, you're both like into the same fight, you know. You both had the same objectives. You both were passionate about the same thing. But I think one of you has kind of changed course, okay? I kind of think maybe it was you that changed course. And I see that really in this 5 of discs, because this is like things changing. Circumstances change, right? The reality of the world in which we live is changing. Your priorities have changed. We also see a 5 of Wands up here at the top of the path of the dove. The things that you want to fight for have changed, right? Those things for which you feel that intense passion have changed. Perhaps you have more responsibilities now, different responsibilities, different goals and aspirations for your life. Things have changed, and that's okay, right? Change is good. Change is a welcomed thing. Now, with this 3 of Swords down here, it's not a fun thing. You don't want to lose this person from your life, right? You don't want there to be any bad blood, any animosity. But at the same time, you're not willing to compromise your own will, your own strength, your own autonomy, your own personhood, just to keep this relationship intact, right? You're not going to sacrifice what you truly believe in, right? And if what you believe in has changed, your priorities have changed, that's your prerogative. But you're not going to sacrifice that, right? Maybe you could have gone about it a different way, been a little bit more forthcoming, a little bit earlier, whatever, maybe. Yeah, could be. But these aren't easy things to tell someone, hey, look, I don't feel the same way about life that I did before, you know? But with the 3 of Swords down here at the bottom, I feel like you feel bad and, a little bit guilty or remorseful about the way things are, but you can't sacrifice yourself just for the sake of maintaining this relationship or keeping that person happy. If your priorities have changed, well, the world's going to have to deal with that because that's your right, right? The things that you're choosing to focus on and fight for can change, right? Because you're in charge. You're the one that's driving the chariot, right? So you're picking the path. You're choosing what to focus on, what to fight for, and what to do with your life. Now, with this earth energy, I wonder if there are some physical or financial variables or uncertainties that have kind of come up in your life, right? Maybe there's an injury or an illness, maybe there's some financial difficulties. Something in the physical world has prompted you to change priorities. You're shifting gears, you're changing course, you're getting on a different track. That's okay. That's good. That's a good thing. General energy, though, we see a 5 of Swords. So I'd say down here it feels like there was just some miscommunication, some words that were exchanged that maybe weren't friendly or weren't very forthcoming. I see that it's making you feel bad a little bit. There's a little bit of guilt, you're a little bit sorry that things happened the way they happened. You're getting a little bit down on yourself, I feel. I feel like you're maybe even second guessing yourself. You're maybe feeling a little bit stressed out by the situation. Not only do you have the stress of your new physical environment that you have to deal with, but you're feeling stressed out now about the way that this relationship is ending, or the way that the dynamic between the two of you has changed. Okay. But back to the Ten of Swords here. I feel like you really tried to keep this friendly and amicable. You tried to keep things intact. You really wanted to maintain a relationship, but you had to change course. And here's the Princess of Discs. This is in the position of your environment. I feel like you had to make these choices because you are trying to produce a better future for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones. You had to focus on future manifestations, right? You had to focus on the things I'm doing right now, and what are the consequences going to be? What am I creating for myself down the road? How is what I'm doing now going to help me in the future? A week, a year from now, a month from now, whatever. We just lost the overhead camera. I apologize for that. And so this is you really trying to create new opportunities in your life, right? Trying to create abundance for you, your family, your loved ones. Okay? And I just think that you and this other person, if they are maybe an earth sign person, or maybe it's an employer or a company or something. Maybe this is your family, your kind of larger family. I just feel like they're on a different page, and you had to distance yourself from them, especially with these two, with the Ten of Swords and the Chariot. I feel like you had to choose a different direction. You had to put some distance between you and this earth sign entity, whatever it is, person, a company, a family. And so now you're kind of, you're trying to do that hard work for yourself and your immediate family, right? Maybe your children, maybe your spouse, maybe it's just you. You're trying to really do the hard work and be responsible and take the right path and make the right decisions, okay? And I think that's paying off, because we immediately have a Knight of Pentacles right after that. So it's like you're growing, you're maturing, you're reaching new levels of success. The things that you're doing are paying off. You're climbing the ladder in whatever form that takes for you. If this is a career thing, a job, a business, if this is in terms of your relationship or your spiritual maturing, your spiritual evolution. You're making the right moves. You're taking the right steps. And it's almost like you're climbing this ladder. You have to kind of leave other people down below if they don't want to climb up with you. You can't let them hold you down. You've got to keep climbing. They're welcome to climb with you. I don't think you would have a problem with that. But you're not going to let them hold you down. Okay? Now let's go to this mystery card and see if there is anything missing, if there is a piece of this puzzle that we haven't yet focused on. I would like to maybe see some water energy, because that's something we don't really have, except for this Chariot card, but I don't think this is the water we're looking for. I'd like to see some cups or something here. No, it's the Devil energy. It's the Devil card. So the Devil card is it could be the possibility of seduction and temptation for you to stay down here with everyone else. Right? It could be the temptation to not climb the ladder. So I think that whoever this person is or these people are, they want you to stay down here with them. They're trying to tempt you, lure you down here. Don't stop climbing the ladder. Just stay here. The other aspect of the Devil energy is you breaking off on your own going solo, climbing the ladder, climbing the mountain, all by yourself if you have to. But you're getting away from all of the people, the smog, the traffic down below in the valley. You're climbing up, okay? And that has as much commitment as your commitment to stay down here with everybody else, right? So there's two major commitments here. It's a hyper focus either on climbing up, or it's a complete surrender and staying down here. There's no in between. There's no in between here. It's either left horn or right horn. It's either climb up, fully committed, or stay down here, fully committed. You know, so I think that's the choice that you have coming up. Okay. You also have the choice to watch the extended, and if you would like to, you can click on the link that's right here. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings. This was your weekly reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. Thank you so much for being here.